Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want our full show today of all of our segments, be sure to follow us on the Dreamerspro podcast, where you can get it there for free. It's going to be the first comment pinned in the comment section. Anyway, let me get into this show here. Now, today we're going to be talking about that damn Nick Wright, man. We're going to be talking about that damn Nick Wright. But in this particular case, it's not just Nick Wright. We're talking about Rich Paul. Now, you guys know that Rich Paul, CEO of Clutch Sports, agent of LeBron James. We all know who Rich Paul is. So recently, Rich Paul went out there and made some statements, and he was talking about a conversation that he has in jest with LeBron, where he essentially said, "Hey, you know, LeBron, if you see, I was joking with him because they're friends. Obviously, he says if you ever lose your athleticism, then you'll turn into Karl Malone." And I thought that was extremely disrespectful because they're making it seem like Karl Malone was just some dude. Now, how was I made aware of this content, this comment? Just going through the internet, and a video was referred to me, and it was from a segment from First Things First with Wiles, Chris Broussard, and Nick Wright. And they were reacting to the comments that he said. So when it came time to kind of react to what Rich Paul had to say, Nick Wright, who is represented by Clutch Sports, if you guys don't know, he is. He took it upon himself to say, "Oh, no. I think that the fact that he even said that if LeBron loses his athleticism, he'll be Karl Malone." He said that's even disrespectful to LeBron James. And when Chris Broussard got a hold of Nick Wright, he absolutely demolished him. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Nick Wright and Chris Broussard had to say in this fiery exchange, because I thought it was fantastic. And then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Just take a listen to this. Take a listen to that.
This is a little insulting to LeBron.
Okay.
It's a little insulting. Insult him a little bit, Rich Paul. And here's why.
Not to Malone.
No, not to Malone. Karl Malone is, I think most people would consider, without a doubt, one of the 25 greatest ever, and probably in the top 20, ekes in. But it's getting harder and harder, as you know what I mean? A lot of people put Jokic in the top 20 people. Whenever you put someone in, someone falls out. So I also don't think it's fair to do entire career comps or things like this because Malone did play. You know, we saw the very end of Malone. So here's what I've done here. I would like to show you a blind reveal, and I will give you a hint. Hold on. I will. We can show it to you, but here is what is useful. It is. If we can put it up. It is 2 years for both players. It is Karl Malone's 2 MVP seasons, so arguably his best 2 seasons, and it is LeBron's last 2 seasons, arguably the worst LeBron. Yeah, he is a better rebounder, and that's it. And so it is hard to find, Brew. It is hard to find the comps because we didn't see old Magic. We don't know what he would have turned into.
For about
we saw for,
games,
but that wasn't fair. He had been, that was old after a 4-year layoff. We didn't see old Larry, really, because his career didn't go on as long because his back went out on him. We saw old Michael, but that was, again, after a long layoff. So it's not, we haven't found the right guy, the most similar to LeBron.
He probably was it.
Except for Malone. And the point that I am making is old LeBron, year 19 and year 20 LeBron.
Don't say it.
Wait a minute, Brew. Hold on a second. How can I, what do you not want me to say? That old LeBron is as impactful as MVP Karl Malone?
Yeah, that's what I
will say.
I
will say that. Brew, you're arguing, what is the argument against it?
Here's the argument against it. You can't just throw up a bunch of numbers and say a guy's just as good.
I test. He was going to win the scoring title.
LeBron is not nearly the defender right now that Karl Malone was as an MVP. Okay. LeBron is obviously not the rebounder, as you said.
One-off.
He doesn't have the impact.
Hold on.
LeBron and John Stockton would not have gotten to the finals twice like Karl Malone did. And here's the other thing. The scoring in those years was much lower.
Okay.
That's why you can't just throw up a bunch of numbers and say, oh, he's just as good.
No.
Not just with Malone and LeBron. with players from different eras. You can't just do that.
I know you can't just do that, but there is some contextualizing that has to be done. But you can't totally overlook. You can say that Malone's defense is far better. I don't think Malone's defense, his second MVP year, was far better than what LeBron did this year, but that's fine. His second MVP year was, for the record, 99. They didn't go to the finals that year. Right. That was the lockout year. But set that aside. And totally disregard that it is a 10-7 round in playmaking and passing.
That's fine.
Well, that's a massive part of impact on a game. And
how much impact did LeBron have this past year? He scored 40 in Game 4, and they got swept.
Yeah, Brew, you say that as if that is an indictment on him.
It is just and you know how great I think LeBron is. It is so disrespectful to say this LeBron James we just watched is as good as Karl Malone as an MVP. And that, like I said, you can't just throw numbers. How many points were teams scoring back then compared to what they're scoring now?
Josh, well, I mean, no. So that was the late 90s was like the nadir of scoring in the league. So you are correct on that front. But do you think there is a huge gap?
It's a gap. It's a much better gap than those stats suggest.
Okay, well, again,
I mean, you can't just throw up stats. Let's just throw up Wilt and say Wilt's the GOAT then. I mean, we want to do some blind reveals. Let's just do that.
Listen, I tried to be as fair as I could be. I took Malone's best 2 seasons, and I took LeBron's last 2 seasons.
But you're relying only on stats.
No, I'm not. No.
It is not just about stats, Nick. Especially when you're comparing eras.
Hold on a second here. I am not relying just on stats.
You are!
No, that is a part of the argument. I can't put on the screen my feelings, emotions, thoughts. We're doing that. Also, Wilds, I thought Brew was a facts guy.
I mean,
so I tried to bring some facts.
I am a facts guy. Did you bring what guys were? Did you bring what teams were scoring in that time?
Again, I said it. I don't know. I do not have the per game numbers.
Because when they were playing the Bulls in the finals,
I know
they were scoring about 80 to 90 points.
Correct.
Now they're scoring 120 points.
So you heard what they had to say. The moment I heard this, I posted on the community yesterday, and I said, Rich Paul said if LeBron loses athleticism, he will be Karl Malone. He should have said Ben Simmons. How about that? And LeBron fans wonder why they annoy people. They are always trashing other stars to elevate him. They trash all-time greats and his teammates. It's his fans, I swear. And Nick Wright of Clutch Sports was grinning like an oaf. The man compared year 20 LeBron to MVP Karl Malone using stats. But let this had been someone saying something about LeBron, he would have burst into tears. Now, some of you guys may laugh about the burst into tears part. Here's the fact about the matter. Not all LeBron fans, but a good majority of them be twerking it up all over the place. Knocking over people's drinks, knocking us down to the floor. They just can't help the jubilation that they feel whenever LeBron James topics come up in the room. Then they take it to some next level weirdo stuff. These dudes be watching you talk. Yo, what's up with Sons? Look at his eyes. Look at his hairline. Look at his mustache. What you be doing? Looking at my lips when I talk? Seriously, we have ladies that watch this channel. I don't be hearing none of them talking about that. So why you talking? You talking about look at his hairline? Ask your moms how my hairline look. Ask your mom, play the video for your moms and be like, yo, moms, what you think about this dude? How you think he look? And see what she say. This is what they do. Whenever you debate with these people or you converse with these people, they resort to personal attacks. This is their only, because they can't control their emotions. They can't keep it in bounds. So they start going to emotional, they start taking personal attacks, they say outlandish. This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do. And they just can't help it. In the case of Nick Wright, and Chris Broussard, this is not the first time Nick Wright has done this. It's not. He's put up a lot of ridiculous graphics that have absolutely zero context. Zero context. If you look at those two numbers, you'd be like, it's the same. Really? Was it the same? Was it the same? Did you witness last year? What happened before they got those trades? What happened? Karl Malone and those dudes were playing who against? And he made up a very good point. He said, but wait a minute. Are you telling me if LeBron James played with John Stockton, they would have gone to the NBA Finals? You notice he didn't say nothing? But this is what they do. They always got to trash somebody in the process. They always do. When LeBron joined the Lakers, what did they do? They made it their business. Okay, now we got to go against Kobe. That's what these dudes do. Now all of a sudden, they want to put LeBron in the top 5 Lakers of all time. And if you push back and say this is absolutely ridiculous, they say you're a hater. They say you're a hater. So hold up. We're going to put LeBron ahead of Pau Gasol? No, wait. LeBron did more for the Lakers than Pau Gasol? LeBron did more for the Lakers than Pau Gasol. He did more for the Lakers than Jerry West. He did more for the Lakers than Shaq. You dudes are dweebs. Dweebs. And you cannot be from Phoenix. You cannot be from San Francisco using the word dweebs or bozo. That's New York lingo, my G. That is not what they say in Phoenix, Arizona, or in San Francisco. No disrespect to the Bay, because they got their own lingo. And you got dudes running around here trying to use all lingo. Yo, he's a dweeb, he's a ball. That's what they say in New York. You're not from there. Stop biting me like a shark. Get off of me. Get off of me. You dudes be running around, jumping on my back. Get off of me. Go get you a lady or something. Go do something. You watch my content, then run around and use my lingo and be like, you used it. That's all they do. Twerk it up all over the place. Disrespecting everybody's stars. You had your moment yesterday. He was on TV. I'm sure a lot of you dudes were happy. And I've realized it's not LeBron. It's his fans. And it's tiring. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section. And also be sure to follow the Dreamerspro podcast.